I was divorced for 11 years before Pastor Karri and I got married. And I'd made the commitment I was not introducing my girls to anybody until I was getting married. Terrible mistake.
Pastor Jamal Bryant goes off on a non-biblical teaching, and in a deep moment, he spoke about his divorce, saying he regrets not letting his kids meet his girlfriends.
Awful mistake. It sounded good. It sounded noble. It sounded respectable. Sounded ideal. I robbed my daughters of a front row seat of seeing their father date healthily.
This might shock you, but hang on. What's even more surprising is when you see the comments people are leaving under this video.
So when I introduced Karri, it then came packaged as secrecy. Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you share it? Why you didn't expose it? So I am now reaping the whirlwind that my daughters don't introduce me to who they are dating until they have to, because I modeled secrecy. Yeah. I did it out of my own background that says I want to model to them how they ought to be treated. So I'm always pulling out the chair for my daughters, opening the door for them, taking them to the finest restaurants, putting them in dresses, and they saw it as a father. But I never gave them an opportunity for them to see me as a man. And so as a child, they compartmentalize, this is how my daddy treats me, not necessarily how men are supposed to treat me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. To be a grown-up daddy's girl.
A lot of people feel this kind of topic shouldn't be brought up in the pulpit, so stay tuned because your opinion on it is going to matter.
Means I never released to you what is the model for manhood. Are y'all here? Is this too much on a Tuesday? Those of you in the room who have gone through a divorce, would you raise your hand? You've gone through it. Woo! Ooh, we got a singles man. We need a divorce ministry. Y'all raise your hand again. I got to see it. Lord. All right. Everybody who's divorced, I need you to write this down. My therapist gave this to me, and I got to give it to you. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your life. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. Here's what my therapist told me. Divorce is worse than death. Watch this. Divorce is worse than death because the body is still walking around. Yeah. It's easy to put them in a casket. It's harder when you got to see them every other weekend. Divorce is worse than death because the body is still walking around. The pain of death or divorce is so intense and unyielding that many people rush into marriage, hear this, as a narcotic to numb the pain. I am worthy. I am attractive. I am deserving. And the prominent mistake step families make is trying to perfect what was not addressed. Trying to perfect what is not addressed. We was on the phone the other day, Karri and my sister, and we were talking about my parents. I'm coming up on a year of my mother transitioning, and I used to say with pride, I never seen my parents argue. Never seen them argue. Never see them raise their voice. Never see them go at it. My parents are old school. They're going in the room. You knew something was going on. Amen. They're going to turn mash up. Yeah, they're going to turn. They turning up the love boat. You hear me and Tamer at the door, just trying to get some of it. And the liability in that is I never saw resolve of conflict. I didn't know, how do you manage disagreement or different perspectives? I don't have it modeled. And in not having it modeled, our children adopt what they see on the playground. So those of us who went to public school, break it up. You go over here. You go over there. Or, here it is, you're suspended. Or you're in detention. So how much of elementary school conflict have we taken into adult marriage? You go over there. You go over there. Or because you didn't handle it the right way, you in detention. Shop is closed. No. I'm talking to adults right through here. Don't pull that leg over here. You stay right over there. If you know, you know. It's you. How much of it? How much are we taught about conflict resolution? Here has been our baseline of conflict resolution in the church. The baseline of conflict resolution is don't hit. The mark in the sand was don't cuss. But nobody has given us the tools of how do I deal with the discrepancy. Number one issue of divorce, black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, Indian, is money. Yeah, what happens when you marry a spender and you a saver? What happens when you marry a dreamer and you're pragmatic? Y'all done blacked this whole thing. Y'all done gone out. Yeah. What happens? Here it is. When you are amenable and you've married a narcissist. Yeah. What's the tools? Are y'all still here? Give me something. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, y'all got to keep it a buck tonight. There ain't no stretch your right hand. It ain't. Ain't none of that. I need to know what is the practical thing that.
Someone wrote this. Secrecy in the pulpit? Dating isn't a sin if you're not doing anything that's not biblical sound. But he also kept it secret from his kids and let the wild internet out, him and his GF, instead of just acting like two normal people that were getting to know each other. They're both fully grown, been divorced, and pastors at the same church. How can two walk together unless they agree? The question now is, should this topic really be brought up here? In some ways, yes. In other ways, maybe not. Either way, let's hear what you all think about it, guys.